Hi guys, it's Mrs. Barker again. I've got my Santa hat on for the last time because this is one of our last lessons to do with the book How Santa Really Works. How did it go with your explanation text? Hopefully I've been able to see some of them and hopefully you've been able to send them in. If not, bring them in when you come back to school. Did you remember to include all the key features like an introduction and subheadings? Let me read you a few more sections of the book, and whilst I'm reading, I want you to have a think about what it tells us about Santa. And then we're going to have a go at writing something a little bit different today. So the first section is, where does Santa live? Santa, or Father Christmas as he's also known, lives under the North Pole. He has a small, comfortable home beneath the snow and ice. Each morning he wakes up and he gets out of bed, has a bath, gets dressed and makes breakfast. Then he goes downstairs to start work. Can you see the arrows pointing to what he does first and next and then? I like the one of him in the bath. It looks like he's having lots of fun. The next section is about, where does Santa work? Beneath his living quarters, so the ones that we just saw in detail, which are just here, there is everything he needs to make Christmas happen. There are factories, warehouses, transport facilities, a communication centre, and many other vital and necessary departments. There's those technical words again. This book covers all of these departments, explaining what they do and how they work, and we've read some of those sections already. Final section I wanted to read to you, something that perhaps you're most interested in. How does Santa know if you've been very good? This is done for Santa by the CIA, Christmas Intelligence Agency. Sounds very exciting. All over the world, an elite squad of elves gathers data on children. It then relays the information to the CIA's offices back at the North Pole. Not only do elves check on children to see if they are good, but they can also help Santa with information to help him guess what children might like if they have not written to him. The CIA elves are trained in covert surveillance. This means hiding and spying on people. Elves enjoy this very much as they have a lot of fun with the camouflage. Can you see them dressed up like Christmas baubles? I think that's very fun. When they finish their training, they're sent out all over the world to start their work, and then they are very busy to create the toys. So, now I've read you those sections, what did you notice about what it tells you about Santa? Pause the video and have a think. Today, we're going to write a letter to Santa. Not to write what we want for Christmas, although you could include that if you want to, but to perhaps maybe ask him some questions that I haven't been able to answer with this book that I've read parts of it to. Perhaps questions about his life or how he works. But you could also tell him about how you celebrate Christmas and what you're looking forward to about Christmas in your own households. What are the features of a letter? Pause the video now and have a think. So I'm going to bring up a picture hopefully and you'll see some of the features of a letter. Let's talk about examples of these. So address is really important. What might Santa's address be? How are addresses written? Can you have a remember from when we've written letters before? That's it. So we've got a name, a house number or a house name, town, street, country. The date is the next section that we need to include. How do we write the long date? Have a think. That's it. So we have the number of the day that we're on. So the 25th, for example, the month, maybe December, and the year, 2020. So make sure you write the date of when you're writing your letter. A greeting. Traditionally, letters start with Dear Santa or Dear whoever you're writing to. An introduction. For example, I wanted to write to you because I have been reading a book about you and I've learnt. Maybe tell him some of the things that you've learnt about. Maybe you want to ask him some questions. I wanted to ask you some questions, or tell him about your Christmas. I wanted to tell you about my Christmas and what we do. Write some further details. If you can and you want to challenge yourself, try and do this in paragraphs and include some wow words as well, those adjectives that we practice at school. Finally, write a final paragraph, such as, please get back to me, or I would love to hear from you. And finish with closing with yours sincerely, or best wishes, and your name. Have a go at writing your letter now, using the template that's in your pack. We can't wait to see what you've created, So use the checklist to check you've included everything in the features. Use the checklist that I've put on the video. And remember to take your time, maybe write a draft if you need to, and check spellings with an adult if you need to. If you can, put a video or a photo of your letter onto your class's Microsoft Teams, and then your teacher can offer you feedback. You guys have been brilliant engaging with this book. I hope you've really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see some of your work with the diagrams and the letters and the explanation text that you've written. So if you haven't been able to take a photo and upload it, then perhaps bring it into school and we'll have a look at it with you when you get back into school. Well done guys, and keep safe. Take care, bye.